Well, the table's getting turned tonight. Donald Trump is now suing Attorney General Letitia James. The former president has filed suit in Florida saying James is violating his right to privacy and property. The second count says she's also interfering with his trust. The Trump team accuses the AG of waging a war of intimidation and harassment. They say her actions are timed to help her own political prospects.
All right, y'all, we are back with another video. Shout out to Dr. Steve Turley. He just dropped another one, man, because y'all know we've been talking about this corrupt judge, Arthur Egeron out of New York City. We've been talking about Letitia James, and we all know that this woman has been doing nothing but lying. She never had an agenda to go after Trump. She didn't want it. She wasn't saying anything about him. I mean, just lying. And we seen the clips of her coming out, talking very, very down on Trump, slandering the man's name. I mean, threatening to sue him. You even heard her talking to, I guess it was a fan of hers outside a building one day. She was telling the fan she was going to sue Donald Trump. I mean, she had an agenda from the get-go. And that's the reason why y'all always hear me say that the way that she was staring at the back of Trump's head up in the courtroom, she always show up to every time Donald Trump has to go to court in New York City, or his kids, or either Alina Habba, anybody that surrounds themselves with Trump, she always shows up at the courtroom if they have to go to court, just so she can get her little press media time so she can go out there and start lying and saying all type of dumb stuff and nonsense. That's what she's been doing. But we have seen them clips, and I sure hope Dr. Steve showed them clips of her just going after Trump from the very get-go. You know, and that's the reason why Trump said that he wanted Letitia James arrested, because of what she was doing and saying about him and all type of stuff. You know, but like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. I also want to thank everybody that clicked on this video for the very first time, and shout out to the one that always stay to the very end. I appreciate that, because if y'all watch the entire video and hit that like button as you coming in, YouTube will share this video so more people can see my reaction, and that right there is where it helped the channel grow. So I appreciate everybody that always stay to the very end and leave it in the comment section. I appreciate all of you for that. Like I said, hit that like button so YouTube can share it so more people can see it. Without further ado, let's dive straight into it. If y'all see, I got on one of my hoodies. If you would like one of these hoodies right here, make sure you go up under the video and go get y'all one of these. I even got like coffee cups and everything, so make sure y'all go check that out. And without further ado, y'all, let's dive straight into it. Let's go.
The President of the United States I'm engaging in some sort of political witch hunt, that I've got some personal vendetta against him, that I campaigned against him. That is not true.
This illegitimate president who sits in the White House. That president, because he's not my president, he's an illegitimate president. His days are numbered. His days are numbered.
We've got to get ready to mobilize, and we've got to get ready to agitate and irritate until victory is won, but more importantly, until Trump is defeated. We will all rise up and resist this man,
And ultimately, we'll bring him down.
this illegitimate president. I'm going to give you the same level of respect that you gave to President Obama, and that is absolutely no respect at all.
Donald Trump has
Wow.
got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. And the days of Donald Trump are numbered. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up.
This is ridiculous.
That is not true.
That clown of a New York Attorney General, Letitia James, just got some horrible news. We're going to see how her case against Trump is literally blowing up in her face. But first,
I'll be back.
that's right, gang, he is back. It's time to show. Being widely reported that Deutsche Bank has provided testimony that absolutely wrecks the state of New York's case against President Trump. Now, just in case you need reminding here, no one is suing Trump here. Trump is not being sued by anyone.
Exactly.
There are no banks suing him. There are no insurance companies suing him.
Nope.
No one. No one. None of New York's banks or insurance companies. No actual business entity is suing Trump. It's the state of New York through this Maoist Attorney General Latitia James, who alone has brought charges against President Trump, not because he's done anything wrong, but because they've got a political vendetta against him, as you heard with your own ears. As you know, the state of New York has indicted Trump, accusing him of defrauding his creditors by overvaluing his properties. And in the process, they're fining him hundreds of millions of dollars, and they've tried to break up the Trump organization, seize control of his properties, including Trump Tower, and they're even attempting to penalize his kids. Well,
that's
now, one
crazy,
of Trump's
bro.
creditors, Deutsche Bank, has stepped into all of this, and the testimony that they just gave is absolutely devastating to New York's sham case against Trump. Even CNN is reporting, however, reluctantly, that Deutsche Bank approved of Trump's property valuation after doing their own due diligence in estimating the worth of Trump's properties. I mean, after all, that's the key to all of this. They, the banks, the insurance companies, they determine the worth of Trump's properties, not Trump. His corporation, of course, provided their own valuation initially, but no bank or insurance company on the planet's going to take that at face value.
Exactly.
They're going to do their own valuation. And that's precisely what Deutsche Bank did. According to Bloomberg's report, Deutsche Bank executives did indeed evaluate Trump's net worth and the estimated value of his properties. They provided their own adjustment in accordance with their own due diligence and happily lent Trump the money requested. And the Trump organization, in turn, paid it all back.
Yes, they did.
It's an amazing company. It's got a stellar reputation among banks and insurance companies. And Deutsche Bank made it clear that they, not Trump, they made the ultimate determination on the worth of his properties and lent money in accordance with their assessment, not Trump's. In other words, it's impossible for Trump to defraud companies that do their own due diligence in determining net worth. Now, this is but the latest embarrassment for this pathetic kangaroo case. As many of you know, Trump is publicly demanding a trial by jury. This is a trial that's being decided solely by this corrupt judge and Goron, Mr. Freeze Miser. There's no jury. And Trump called this judge out, basically accusing him of being a corrupt partisan hack, which he is, and pointed out that he demonstrably has no case. The court clearly has no idea the intricacies of real estate law. Trump's team has been pointing this out time and time again. They're totally out of their league here. And as I understand it, this judge erroneously valued Mar-a-Lago as a residential property rather than as a commercial property. In other words, the judge used a residential real estate tax.
This right here is just ridiculous. And if y'all notice, I mean, for the last 3-4 months, I've been calling this mess out. Like I said, I knew it was bull jive from the get-go. I knew it. Now, y'all see how Latitia James up there and lied and talking about, I didn't have no personal agenda towards Donald Trump. But then you see all those clips where she getting everybody in New York City to talk about locking this man up, putting him in jail. We don't want him running for president. I mean, look at all the things she was saying about this man, but then she get on live TV and lie. Straight lied. I guess she thought we weren't going to find them clips. I think that's what it was. But you can obviously see her going at Donald Trump. Donald Trump haven't said anything to this woman at that point. But she's on his parade talking about, let's lock him up. We're going to do everything we can to take him down. We don't want him this. Now you trying to mess with his businesses and stuff? You know he got thousands of people that work for him at the Trump Tower. Y'all trying to seize his properties? Like, this judge and Latitia James is just so corrupt. It's unreal. Like, this is crazy. I'm going to continue to call this out. I don't care at all. I don't care if I got to say the same thing every video. I'm going to call Latitia James and that judge corrupt every single time. Just like Dr. Steve said, they are corrupt. This is crazy. There's nobody suing Trump. Even the money that they said he got, he paid it back. Like, what is they talking about? The money was paid back. I mean, come on. What we doing here? He don't owe anybody. There's no banks that that's suing him. No insurance companies, no consumers. Nobody is suing Trump. This is this dumb crap that Latitia James got going on. Does she think she's going to get some money from Trump? Latitia James, you ain't getting nothing. Nothing. This case should have, I can't believe the case is still going on this long. This case should have been thrown out. That's why I love when we get these videos of when they talking about Latitia James case against Trump just got blown apart. It's going to keep getting blown apart. Now she's trying to sue the man. She's trying to get $250 million. Latitia, you ain't getting nothing. Like, come on. That's the reason, like I said before, that's the reason I'm going to keep calling it out. If I got to do it every video. That we talking about Latitia James, whether we talking about Fannie Willis, whether we talking about Jack Smith or the Donut Man, Chris Christie, we're going to call out the mess. Because this right here shouldn't be happening. Then you bring in Trump's kids. Now you bothering his family now. Look at what they doing. It's at this point where we can't get Trump. Let's get the people around him. Let's go after his son and daughter them. Let's get them in a courtroom. Like, come on. What are we doing? There's nobody suing this man. You even got a big company like that came out talking for Trump. So, like, this stuff should be thrown out immediately.
Appraised value of Mar-a-Lago, the value that local government officials judge erroneously valued Mar-a-Lago as a residential property rather than as a commercial property.
See that?
In other words, the judge used a residential real estate tax appraised value of Mar-a-Lago, the value that local government officials would put on the land to determine its taxes.
Yep.
The judge confused that for its commercial market value. Whenever you go to buy a real estate property that's a private residence, residential real estate, the bank will only loan you the amount of what the property is worth based on local government appraisal. However, if you're looking to buy a commercial real estate property, I think it's a property that has to have 4 or more residences on it, like apartment units. The bank loans are based on a completely different standard. The bank now loans you an amount that reflects the money that you can expect to make from the rental payments. So they're two fundamentally different forms of valuation. If it's commercial property, banks don't estimate the value based on local government tax appraisals. They estimate the value based on the income that the property can generate. So the two ways of assessing a property's value is totally different. And this idiot judge applied a residential valuation for commercial real estate property. It's beyond.
See that? Then, like I said, they got a judge there that don't even know what he's doing. He just has an agenda. He just has he's on his I Hate Trump campaign. Just like Latitia James, they all working together. They on the I Hate Trump campaign. The judge don't even know what he's doing. Only thing that judge Egeron is worried about is anything he can do to put Trump in a bad light. Anything he can do to try to take away from Trump, they're trying to do it. That's the only thing they worried about. Why? Because he's winning in all the polls and they don't like it. It pisses them off because they know there's no way Biden is winning. And they know it. That's just what it is. They say the truth hurts, and it really does, because Trump is winning. And like I said, they don't like it at all. So whatever they can try to do to Trump, to put this man in a bad light, to try to take away from this man or try to get this man locked up. That's what they trying to do. But at the same time, they really just hurting themselves, because every time you try to lock Trump up, every time you try to take away from this man, the only thing you doing is helping him win in the polls. That's all you doing. So, hey, keep it going. Keep doing what you're doing.
Absurd. But now you got Deutsche Bank saying, we didn't loan Trump money based on his own worth assessment. We loaned it to him based on our worth assessment, our own due diligence. No one got duped here. There was no deception. There's no fraud. That's coming from one of the key witnesses in this whole sham kangaroo court. And this New York Attorney General, she's just been further exposed for the sham she really is. Hey, gang, I know what.
Shout out to Dr. Steve for another great video, but that's all it is but a sham, man. I can't wait till this stuff is all over with, where Latitia James going to be in the corner crying because she couldn't get what she want, trying to sue this man for no reason. She lied, talking about she never had an agenda, like she never said anything bad about Donald Trump beforehand, and it's video clips of her saying, trying to wish this man would go to jail. We gonna take him down, forget him. I mean, just all type of stuff, and just straight lied about it. That is just crazy. If she gonna lie about that, she lying about everything else, and that's just what it is. But like I said, y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about it. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you all, especially the ones that made it to the very end. I really, really appreciate it. Let me know what y'all think about all of this. Y'all know I'm going to stay on top of it. I'm going to keep talking about it until it get thrown out, because it's going to get thrown out. But I'll catch y'all in the next one.